We're live. We're live. Um, I knew something was wrong. Come on in, come on in, come on in, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. So we are dealing with a little technical difficulty again today. My internet is out. I'm actually using the hotspot to my phone, so I hope that does well. But what that means is I cannot use my computer and my I cannot use my iPad and my laptop, so we'll be a little bit limited today, which is fine. But as we are coming in, let me go ahead and ask you to please take time to like and to share. In fact, that's what I'm doing now. As you all are coming in, go ahead and like and share, and let me do that. And then we'll kind of get down to business. Make sure my volume is down. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We're dealing with limited power, so we're praying limited. Um, Come on in, come on in, come on in. Let me talk to those of you who are not watching this live. If any of you today are watching a recording of this, which means if it's not around the 12 o'clock hour, then you can fast forward about 20 minutes to get to the word and the prayer. You can go straight to the word or prayer, or you can hang with us the whole time. For the rest of you, come on in. Would love for you to say at least hello. Make sure you say hello. We're going to be talking about focus today. It is connected to the end of our series on excellence, which we ended on Sunday. We've been talking about excellence since the end of December, and I'm praying that you have been considering where it is in your life, what area, what arena that you want to be excellent in. Not just good, but you want to be better than most, that you want to be elite, if you would. And so I pray that you have been thinking about that. For the rest of you, welcome to Community Check-In. It'll bless me a great deal if you would say hello. Again, you all pray for this online internet. We're using this iPhone to as a hotspot, and that doesn't always work well for a stream. but we're going to pray that we do the best we can. Listen, let me go ahead and say hello to you all. See who's saying hello. Good afternoon. Oh, that's not what I want. Good afternoon, Judson. Good to see you. Dr. Evelyn Ellis, great to see you. Patricia Moore, always a blessing to see you. Tracy Dawson, good to see you. Lisa Norwood, good to see you. I'm watching the monks live in the corner of my screen. They are closing in on Virginia state line. Go ahead, monks. We've been good to see you, Dr. Yolanda Ellis Taylor. Great to have you. And I want to say to the rest of you all, welcome to Community Check-In. Let's go ahead and get into our question of the day. Our question of the day is simply this. We've been talking about excellence since December. Let me straighten up my screen. We've been talking about excellence since December. So here's my question. What area and arena in your life have you chosen? We said we all in some ways working on spiritual excellence. We're all in some ways working on spiritual excellence. But for those of us who are participating in this journey in 2026 of excellence in our life, I encourage you to find one or two areas beyond spiritual excellence. I want to kind of give you all an update on my journey for spiritual excellence, because one of the things I struggled with out loud in one of my sermons was because I am a pastor by profession. Of course, in some ways I serve, but I'm very aware that even in my spiritually not so great moments, my profession calls me to serve. Well, maybe most people won't admit this, but sometimes it's hard to toe the line of whether I'm acting as a professional when I'm serving or I'm actually acting as a spiritual being. And so one of the things I've been wrestling with is I need to find somewhere to serve outside of the church. I don't have a lot of time. It doesn't have to be a lot, but I was struggling with, I want to know that there's somewhere in my life that I serve, and it has nothing to do with my income. It has nothing to do with my profession. It has nothing to do with my pastorate. That I'm truly just trying to give my life to something bigger than me. And it has everything to do about my relationship with God and how I think God would have me live in the world. So I've made a commitment. And I'm saying this out loud so you all can hold me to it and ask me about it. But across from my apartments, there is a senior living center. And one of the things I want to do is I want to go there. Maybe I'll go today. I want to go just to the lobby, tell them, hey, I'm Pastor B.A. Jackson, and just tell them about my journey and say, I would love to know if there's a place or if there's a way that I could serve here. Maybe I don't know, speak at chapel on a regular basis. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I do know I want to find somewhere in my life where I'm serving that's not connected to church. Now, that's almost opposite of everything I ask of members, and that's true. But I can't usher, right? I can't really be a parking lot ambassador on any regular basis. I can't, I'm a pastor. And so most everything I do in my role at church is a pastor, but I really want to take this journey of spiritual excellence with you. I really want to be more spiritually excellent in my life. And I really want to be, the place that I've chosen is my pastorate. I want to work on excellence in being a pastor. One of the things that I need to do for that is I need to make a list of things that I'm committing to do in 2026 that will help me be better than just good, that will help me go above and beyond to be a better pastor and a better preacher. So hold me accountable. Ask me about it. Ask me if I found my place to serve. Even if it's just once a month, I want to go and I want to serve outside the church. So keep me in your prayers. Keep me in your prayers. Remember, today I don't have my computer. Please give me your prayer requests as you all are answering the question of the day. But as you all are answering the question of the day, please know that as you give prayer requests, I'm going to have to go through the comments. And because I think StreamYard keeps a limited amount of comments, I may lose some of the prayer requests. So what I'm going to do is I am going to acknowledge your prayer requests when I see them. I'm going to acknowledge your prayer requests when I see them. And I just got another notice. Now, y'all, when I first got my first notice, my internet was supposed to be out at 12. It was supposed to come back on at 12. It was supposed to be restored. Then I got another notice saying it wouldn't be restored to 2. Now I've gotten a third notice that said it wouldn't be restored to 4:30 p.m. So y'all pray for me because Y'all, here's another thing y'all need to hold me accountable for: getting rid of this internet. I've spectrumed as much as I'm going to spectrum. Ain't no more spectrum for me. I'm going, I don't care how much I got to pay. I'm going to somebody I recognize. Google Fiber. I got the oh, it's over there. I can't reach it. I got the pamphlet now, but I got to do better. This internet going out in the middle of me watching TV. This internet going out in the middle of me doing check-in. It's just not working for me. And so I got to move on. I got to move on. What's the song? I got a new home over in glory. That's not it though. Something, I gotta move to a better home. This old building, that's it. Keeps on leaning. I gotta move to a better home. Anybody know that? You gotta go to old church for that. To talk about this old building, keep on leaning. Y'all don't know nothing about no building leaning. Y'all want to talk about praise is what I do. Y'all like praise teams and all that. But back in the day, in the 80s, in Sweet Home Baptist Church, we used to sing about this old building. Yeah, keep on leaning. I gotta move to a better home. Then when I went to Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church, good to see you, Lisa Lawson. Pastor James Sims was singing, you got to move. Choir would say, you got to move. You got to move. You've got to move. You got to move. Yeah, y'all know what I'm doing. All right, that's old church, y'all. I'm going to leave y'all alone. Good to see you, Lisa Lawson. Great to have you. Good to see you, Dee Dee Holmes Wigfall. Great to have you. That's funny. I love how y'all be trying to encourage me to sing and make me think I can sing. I appreciate it. Oh, that is so true. Thank you so much, Evelyn. You say you do serve outside of church. You take care of people, not just people in your church. You did that for my family. That is service. You're right. I really do receive that. Thank you so much, Evelyn. I appreciate that. But I'm glad you made that point, because if I am being consistent with my preaching, when I serve people like outside of my church, it's spontaneous and it's not consistent. If you remember when we were preaching about worship, we talk about it being comprehensive, consistent, and convicted. What helping in this senior living center will help me be is have something that I consistently do, that where I am serving. But I appreciate you for reminding me that. I really do, because that helped me. It really did help me, because I just want to know, as I continue on my own walk with God, one of the confusing things sometimes about being a pastor is maybe all pastors don't go through this, right? Maybe all pastors don't go through this, but sometimes I struggle with, am I doing this because it's my profession, or am I doing this out of my love for God? And sometimes maybe it's a little bit of both. There's sometimes probably when I'm weaker spiritually, but I got to go to work. And so I continue to press on. But I want to know that I'm doing something that's not related to my income, that's not related to my profession, where I can't get voted out. I'm joking. What are you choosing to focus on in your excellent journey? I don't see a lot of y'all answering, so I guess we're gonna go straight into the question of the day. I've asked you all month to find one or two areas in your life where you can be excellent. That's fine if you're not. I'm not the church police. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and get into our word for the day. I'm talking about focus because one of the things that we talked to, I love this. Thank you, Justin, for the answer. I want to focus on how I show up for my family and friends. I love this, Justin. That's important. Believe it or not, I literally have a friendship that I am focusing on being better in 2026. So I really can appreciate this answer, Judson, and because that's important, and that's certainly an area and an arena in your life, to focus on excellence. I want to focus on showing up for my family, showing up for my friends in better and in more intentional ways. Here we go. Biking and breathing, Evelyn Ellis says, is what she's going to focus on being excellent in. Well, listen, with that breathing thing, I hope you get it right, because guess what? Guess what happens if you don't? Come on, breathe. Dr. Evelyn Ellis, Claudette Henry, good afternoon. Good to have you. If you're here today, let me do this one more time before I get into the word. If you're here and check in today, we're about to get into the word. The word is on focus. But let me just say one more time. If you've not liked and if you've not shared, would you please take a moment and a minute to like and to share? And for the rest of you, we're talking about focus today, because one of the things that I have contended is that is that you cannot be excellent at everything. You cannot be excellent at everything. If you try to be excellent at everything, you won't be excellent at anything. And so we are trying to focus on 1 to 3 things: spiritual excellence, and then you're supposed to be finding 1 to 2 areas in your life where you're going to be focused on excellence. For me, I only found 1. I'm going to focus on being an excellent pastor in 2026. I'm going to focus on my own spirituality in 2026. Dina, it feels like it's been a while, but you just made my heart smile. Good afternoon to you. It's good to see you today, and glad you are here. We're talking about focus. I'm about to come from a chapter from Live Greater, Think Deeper, Love Better, Spiritual Reflections for the Heart, for the Mind, and the Soul. And I'm on page 72. Tracy, I'm saying this out loud. I told you I'm going to consult so that I can find my box of books. And I'm saying out loud that I need a box of. All right, here we go. Does anybody go to public pools anymore? When I was growing up in Austin, Texas, this was one of our favorite summer activities. However, when we did not have the means, read transportation or read money, to go to the pool, we had a supplemental activity we had in Austin, Texas, called Getting Wet. I literally used to say, "Hey, Mama, can I go to Quentin's house?" Quentin was a white boy, lived down the street. Can I go to Jeremy McComb's house? Or sometimes maybe they would come to my house, and because we want to get wet. Now, somebody's asking, what's get wet? You got to be ghetto for this now. You can't. They didn't do this in Buckhead. I don't think they did this here. They might not do this in Fayetteville, y'all. But getting wet was when friends around the neighborhood, we would put on our bathing suits, we would meet in someone's yard, and we would just pull out the water hose. And people would just take turns with the water hose, and we would just wet each other up and play with the water. We would literally take turns holding the water hose and spraying each other with it. And somehow we thought this was a good time. Somehow we thought this, matter of fact, not just a good time, a great time. We were always challenged to see who could get the water to go the furthest. Because, of course, when you had the water hose and people were spraying, people would be running away. We were always challenged to see who could get the water to go the furthest and shoot out the hardest. Of course, this was done by covering the mouth of the hose, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, with your thumb, and allowing the built-up pressure to shoot out the water with force. Now, though we did not know it then, beloved, we were demonstrating a scientific principle, and we were also illustrating a life principle. Scientifically, we were taking advantage of the relationship between pressure and power. Force, speed, power can be generated by pressure. We were creating more force, we were creating more speed, we were creating more power. Listen to this, by narrowing the exit point of the water. Essentially, what we were doing was we were narrowing the focus of where the water could come out of the hose. You see, beloved, we could make the water go further, we could make the water go faster, and we could make the water move with more force if we use our thumb to make the exit point more focused. Stay with me because I'm trying to help somebody today. This principle is all the more true in our lives. You see, beloved, God gives us expertise, God gives us energies, God gives us experiences that build in us and that are waiting to be released into the world. Many of us, we leak out these resources, but we leak them out with no aim, no ambition, or no intention. They come out, our expertise, our energies, our experience. They might come out in a conversation here or there. We may use them for a project at our church, an event for a social organization of which we are a member, or we may use it even as a task on our job. However, here's the point. We have yet to find a singular passion, a singular purpose for which we can channel the resources we've been gifted with to us that God has gifted us with and afforded to us by life. You see, just like that water in that hose sprays out further, faster, and with more force when it's channeled more narrowly, hear this. Our lives are more powerful. Our lives are more prolific. And our lives are more profound when we focus our energies. When we choose something, we're going to do well. The sad reality for many of us is that in our lives, we are spread out so thin, our efforts are so disconnected, our time is so disjointed that we never generate the force and impact our lives are meant to have. Now, let me pause from the reading and give you an example. LeBron James is good at basketball. You know why? He's had such a profound impact in the world because he's good at basketball. But he's had to focus so much of his time, so much of his energy, and so much of his effort on being good at basketball that he can't be good at golf. LeBron James is not a good singer. LeBron James is probably not a good writer. LeBron James probably can't code on a computer. You see, because he's not spent time doing everything, he's found one thing to channel. He's become great at it. And because he's focused, he's had a huge impact in the world. I'm trying to help somebody. Not many people become great by spreading themselves thin. Think about that. Bill Belichick is one of the greatest coaches in the history of the NFL. That's pretty much all Bill Belichick does, is focus on football. You see, many of us, our existence has no real focus. No wonder we never make any major mark. No wonder we never leave a lasting legacy. No wonder we can craft no meaningful change. The exit point of our energies is too wide. At an informal dinner, the father of Bill Gates asked his son and Warren Buffett. You following? His father was at a dinner. At this dinner was several people. One of them was Warren Buffett, the great investor. If you don't know who Warren Buffett is, Google it. These are two of the richest and two of the most successful men in the world. And he asked them this question. What did they think was the single most important factor in their success? Both gave the same answer. Both said their focus. Warren Buffett has made a lifetime focused on investment. Bill Gates has made a life focused on computer software. I'm trying to help you though. But because both of them have done that and they've become great at it, Bill Gates has one of the most powerful and one of the most prolific philanthropic foundations in the world. He's done that because of the money he's made from Microsoft. He's made that money from Microsoft because he's had a singular focus on giving his time, his energies, his efforts to building great software. You see, beloved, the difference between average and amazing, mediocre and marvelous, ordinary and outstanding is usually not necessarily talent and usually not necessarily potential. I don't know if Warren Buffett is one of the smartest people in the world. I don't know if Bill Gates is one of the smartest people in the world. But they're focused. Warren Buffett chose to focus his energy on finding great investments. Bill Gates chose to focus on computer software. So today, what I want to encourage you, even as we're thinking about what to be excellent in 2026, I want to encourage you to find you a dream, adopt you a cause, and pursue a purpose. And here's the point: pursue something that is worth receiving the bulk of your attention and channeling the lion's share of your effort. God has not created you to do everything, but God has created and crafted you to do something. Find it, follow it, focus on it. Every head bowed, every eye closed, every heart prayed. God, we love you today and we honor you. We thank you for who you are and for what you've done. We bless you today, God, because you are the head of our life. You are the source of our strength, and you are the strength of our life. Today, God, we're praying that you help us find something that we can be passionate about and that we can focus our energies and our efforts on. God, today you've created us, God, to do something great in the world. But maybe, God, we've been doing so busy trying to do everything that we've not been able to do anything great. And so, God, in this moment, God, where we are thinking about excellence in our life, I'm praying, God, that you would narrow our focus and that you would give us a profound amount of focus so that we might live better, so that we might do better, and so that we might be better. Today, God, I'm not just praying for myself, but I'm also praying for others, and I'm praying for each and every one of us. But I'm also praying for those who we've said we want to pray for. And so today, God, I'm praying for China as she looks for an apartment. I'm praying for all the names and the people that we've talked about week by week and time by time. I'm praying for the people who I've said. I'm praying for William Byrd today, God. And I'm praying for China. And I'm praying for Michelle Gordon. And I'm praying for each and every person who is on this line today. Today, God, I'm praying for Heather Manley. And I'm praying for Bryce Jackson, for James Walker and Tracy Blackwell, Patricia Perry and Patty Perry, Altoria May and Melanie Dukes, Andrea Tekedra Mitchell and Angela Smith, Kendra Shipman, Gerald and Richard, Betty Jean Richard, and Janan Jenkins. God, you know the needs of every person on this line. God, today I want to pray for something specific. The first thing I want to pray for, God, is that you help us not to quit. God, there's so many reasons for us to be down. There's so many things going on in our country and our world that could depress us and to make us want to throw in the towel. But God, today I pray, God, that you would energize us. Energize us in our civic life. Energize us in our personal life. Energize us in our spiritual life. Energize us in our financial life. God, wherever there are things that are important and significant in our lives, give us energy to keep going, keep building, keep striving, keep moving. God, today I'm not only just praying for our world, God, but I'm praying for our dreams. God, if there's someone under the sound of my voice who stopped dreaming, I pray, God, that this will be the day they pick up their dreams again. They pick up their hopes again. They pick up their ambition again. God, I know that you've created us to be great. And so, God, help us today. Move us today. Walk with us. Talk with us. And remind us that we are your own. Continuing to pray for fellowship of love, God. I'm praying your anointing on my preaching and my pastoring. But I'm also praying for every member, for every worshiper, and for every guest who comes into our church. Continue to inspire us to be a place of love. Continue to inspire us to be a place of light where people can see you, fall in love with Jesus, and live lives of love in better ways. God, as we leave in this series on excellence, I pray, God, that you'll continue to have us be allergic to mediocrity, to have us not want to status quo, to have us not be satisfied with average, but to help us, to move us, to live better, to be better, and to do better. God, I pray your forgiveness for whenever we miss the mark. For the Bible says we all have sinned and come short of your glory. But God, today we believe that your grace and your mercy can see us through. It can see us through our weaknesses. It can see us through our faults. It can see us through our failures. It can see us through our fragilities. It can see us through our fracturedness, God. And so I'm praying that your grace and your mercy would anoint us from the crown of our head to the smalls of our feet. And God, I'm praying that you would bless us, God. That God, even in this week, that you would do something we can't do for ourselves. Even in this week, that you'll take us somewhere we can't take ourselves. Even in this week, that you'll make us something we can't make ourselves. God, I'm praying that you would be with us, that you would cover us, that you would bless us. And I'm praying this in Jesus' name. God, I'm believing, God, that you're moving. And I'm praying for every person who can hear my voice, that you would send an angel in their life to walk with them, to talk with them, to guide them, to comfort them, to challenge them, to correct them, and to correct us. And God, as you continue to move and be in our life, we will continue to give you the glory and the praise. This is my prayer. I pray it in Jesus' name. Amen. And thank God. Beloved, I want to thank you for joining us in our check-in today. I want to thank you for giving us your time as we continue to boost our spirit and better our lives. Listen, as you all go through the rest of your week, walk with God. Join us next Thursday. This Thursday, 12 o'clock, same place, same time. We're going to be checking in and continuing to try to get better. Listen, I got to touch and agree with you all. And so, Evelyn Ellis, I'm touching and agreeing with you. Dina, again, good to see you, touching and agreeing with you. Touching and agreeing with each and every one of you. Patricia Moore, you have a great day as well. May God bless each and every one of you. May God keep each and every one of you. Touching and agreeing with you, Auntie Diva. And please remember, y'all, to live in love. Y'all have a great day.